camera. Hello and welcome to Studio Cafe 315. I am Roseanne Prola, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I am going to give you an alternative project for Paper Pumpkin Daisy Daydream, March 2025. This is a alternate project that you can do with some of your extras, or instead of making 9 cards, you can just create what I do is create one of each card, and then I take the extra things and make something different with them. I saw this idea on Wireman's Whimsy, a fellow demonstrator, and I'm doing it a little differently. So what you're going to do is take one of your envelopes, and you can use any one of them to do this. You can use this one, or you can use this one. Okay, and I am going to use on one of my cards the insert piece. Okay, and I'm going to make the tag for this first. This is going to be a little gift bag. We're creating a gift bag, and I'm going to show you some things that you can put in it. You are not going to cut anything. You're going to stamp. Just want to get my stamp board out. And you are going to use your stamp set that came with this. I'm going to use a large die, and I'm going to use Lemon Lolly first as a light color, and Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to stamp on this card this little piece. It's going to be the tag for the outside. Wrong way. Okay. I'm going to grab a piece of paper just to stamp off. Now, for my customers that are Paper Pumpkin subscribers, I have a VIP Facebook page, and I put together the stamp Lemon Lolly first, stamp off, and then lightly stamp on here. Okay. And I'm going to do it again. And it doesn't have to be even. Just want to wipe it off. And then I'll tell you about my VIP Facebook page for... I have a few Facebook pages, and one of them is for... I'm going to get right over this as best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then that's the depth for one. Nice. Okay. Even though bees, when they make honey, they are very perfect. So as I was saying, I have a VIP page, and I post the video of how to put together monthly the Paper Pumpkin. A short video doing each one of them in the regular way, and then sometimes I do alternatives. I really love bees, the motif and decorative paper products and fabric and things like that. with bees. It's one of the things that I do really like, and so I have used them often. And I'm going to take a couple of flowers from here. So this month I really wanted to do something more with this kit. I'm going to take I'm going to cut this. And I'm going to add it to the side. I'm probably going to cut a couple of them and layer them. I do have my snips. Here. I have several scissors. And I just want to, that's good. They're all good. Okay, this is shiny. I could have stamped it and did the Versamark and did that, but I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna get dimensionals. I will be using dimensionals, so you will need some dimensionals. And I'm gonna do another one. I'm just gonna layer these. Because for the tag, I mean, you need to I did do that way, but I'm going to do this one this way. And it can hang off. And I'm going to add okay. Now I also could stamp some of these and add them in, or stamp and use this and add that on an extra piece of paper. That might be on an alternative project. I'm not sure if I'm going to add another thing, but I am going to add a bee. The fuzzy bees. I did stamp and fussy cut a bee, but I'm going to use up my kit. Oh my. I have a bee that got crumpled in here. I'm going to uncrumple him. I'll show you lightly how to do that with a bone folder. If you have paper, this is really thin paper, but your cardstock comes out better. So if you gently, see how that just uncrumples. It's not too bad. Just gently do that. If you go really hard on paper, it will rip. Okay. I add a little bee there. I have several bees because I did die cut the gold bees as well from the die cuts that are a separate item that you can purchase. Okay. And then die cuts. I think you're really going to like this alternative project, and you can look her up and see her other projects. I'm going to do one more project, I think, with this. Okay. And that's nice. And I might just do a small honeycomb. Or I can add a sentiment here as well. And that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to do the sentiment. And I'm going to set this aside. I'll add it in a minute. I want to get my sentiment out. I'm going to put these aside. And I was thinking of doing Happy Mother's Day on this. And let me grab my Mother's Day stamp. You could do happy birthday. With love, and then add a card inside, another gift card inside. Happy Mother's Day. Just need to grab the stamp set. I used it the other day for another project. But since you could do Happy Easter, since Mother's Day is not too far away, I think this would be a great little gift bag for a mom. And I'm sorry, I thought I had my Mother's Day out and ready. I really don't want to do an alternative. Huh. I know where it is. It's with the stuff that I was working on. Okay. It's the She's the Greatest stamp set. And I am making Mother's Day cards right now. It's not too early. It's actually perfect timing. So I want mothers. all the way down here. Mothers. I want happy. They're not in this order. Happy, love you. Happy Mother's Day. And day is tiny. Okay. I could just put mom on the tag as well. Happy Mother's Day. Okay. And a lot of choices here of tags. Let's see which one fits. I like this one. And that won't fit. I'm going to need a larger tag. I have the textured notes. Might do it. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's do that one. A lot of choices of colors I can do with that. Cut it out right there. And then I can use or I can do white and do the daffodil yellow, daffodil delight. Try that. Or lemon molly might be better. The color of the envelope is cream, but this is white. So decisions. Let me see what the size of this is. 1.5 by 3 is this piece. And that would be pretty. Okay. So I said you didn't need to cut anything, but now I do need to quickly cut. 1.5. Let me flip this around. And the reason I flipped it around is because, sorry, I want to get it on this side so I can just go up 3. I'm going a little over 1.5 just to be safe. There we go. I'm going to cut both of these out. Could have done a white one too. And I'm going to do it right in front of you. Taking my mini die cut and emboss machine. I can only do one at a time. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to move that over. And that's how easy it is to cut it. And this one's really pretty. It has a nice little design. I'm really liking this die set. I did tell you what it's called. I will put everything in the directions. So now I have 2 choices, and I can always use the other one for something else. I have a little magnetic strip, and actually I have my die cuts right here. And these again were called textured note dies. They come with a suite. With the Botanical Naturals. I'm going to use this one. It's going to be pretty with this. And this one also would look nice, a little bit brighter. I'm going to put that one aside. I'm not going to stamp off on that, so I'm going to line this up on my grid so I can get to the center. And stamp nice and even. I'm going to use a little bit of my Post-it note tape. I think in May, with the new catalog, they're going to have washi tape. And my Post-it note tape is somewhere. As well. I move things around all the time. Most likely I have it near my die cut machine, and it should have been on the table. And we added about 5 more things to the table. So here it is, underneath all the things I needed for this project. Sorry about that. Okay, ready to stamp. Happy Mother's Day. Grab these. I'm going to do them one at a time. And what I do is I line it up on the grid evenly, because this stamp is cut very uneven, by the way. And I line it up so that it's even. And I'm going to go to the center. And the P is in the middle. Okay. And I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. I have Cajun Curry and Lemon Lolly over here. Happy. It's okay, I'm a little bit off, but it's okay. It happens to me all the time when I'm rushing and online stamping. Mothers. I don't like this at all, so I'm going to do the oopsie side. And let's start over. And I know I have to bring it down a little bit. Happy. Nothing wrong with starting over. Mothers. Again, it's a little bit divided, but it's okay. And day. Okay. I probably would have liked to do that in Stays On ink and do like a clear or over it, or a white. It would have been pretty in white. Gold. Could have done gold with that. That's an alternative too. Just a little extra thing to do. Happy Mother's Day. And now I'm going to make sure that this sits so that I can put it on there. Okay. And I'm going to put it on for, no, I'm not going to put it on first. I'm going to put it on after. So I have it ready. Okay. Now we're going to make the envelope. You need your paper trimmer for the envelope. And you are going to gently do a 1/2 inch on the 3 sides of not cutting it, just scoring it. So 1/2 inch on each side. I'm going to push this forward so you can see. I'm doing a 1/2 inch. And this is double thickness to the line, so you're going to stop at the line because you do not want to rip this when you score it. So you're going to go gentle at the line. So I don't want to cut it. Put that out of the way. And add a 1/2 inch here. And I'm going to go a couple of times so I can get through the thickness of that edge. And then I'm lightening up right there. Okay. So go all the way around. I wore this bracelet and it's making a lot of noise that I'm not used to. Okay. And then I'm going to flip this to do the other side. the top. Okay. Then you're going to fold it. And I would use a bone folder. I'm going to move this out of the way. I don't need it. Definitely, especially on the edges here. Now you might have made a bag out of an envelope before. And this might not be too different. Okay. And this is going to be a gift bag. You can write in the comments some things that you might put in this gift bag. Okay, and then I'm going to do the sides and fold this point down. So I'm going to put my hand in here. Push these in on the folds. Push this down flat. I'm going to do the bottom first. And get right to that edge. This is the hardest part. And making sure this gets to a point. I'll show you my other one, my first one. And I'm just bone folding to that line and getting it flat. Okay. And the same thing with this edge. I love doing alternative projects and things that are different from my normal, you know, all the cards that I do and scrapbook pages and stuff. This is really cool to me and really useful. I like to give someone a gift with it. And then I'm going to do the same thing here because then you're getting it nice and flat. Okay. And then we'll do the sides after. So I'm going to leave that flat. I need to do it with my finger. Just get right there. You know, I push that point. I flattened it. I'm going with my bone folder gently so I don't rip it. And then try to fold down. It's this edge. It's the same on my other one. Okay, that's good. And that's good. Okay, so you're going to take some tear and tape. You need tear and tape. You only need a tiny piece. 2 tiny pieces, 1 on each side. The side's driving me crazy. That's good. That's good. Just needs to be flat. And I actually tore off a little piece like that. And I'm going to put it right to that seam. And it's okay. You can roll it over a little bit if you need to. I'm going to take off the tab. There we go. For me, it was easiest with my fingernail if you want to use a tool. And then I'm going to seal it down with my finger, pressing it in the inside. Okay. I'm going to do the same on this side. Grabbing a little piece. I find it easiest to just grab a little piece and cut it. This one's a little bit bigger. It's okay. It'll roll over. I put it to the seam. I'm going to roll it over. Take that tab off. On camera, nothing is ever easy. If you've made videos, but I really wanted to show you making it. I have one already made, but I wanted to show you making it because it just makes all the difference. And then I'm just rolling these over inside, and I'm pressing that down and down with my finger. Okay, you have a nice size bag. I'm going to push these in all the way up. Okay. Just as far as that goes. Okay. So it can go in and out. And this side too. Just a little bit. And that in itself is so cute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate it. Put this on here. I'm going to attach it with some dimensionals. I love dimensionals. Just to add a little extra to it. I've got a dimensional stuck there. Probably 4 of them. Gotta be careful. I'm gonna move this over, but keep it all on because I want to be able to fit this on there perfectly. Okay. That's so nice. I am going to glue this side in, or tear and tape, and use dimensionals on this side. Just a tiny bit of glue. Okay, I'm going to add a couple of little, not the green ones, the yellow ones, gems, and a butterfly, of course, not a butterfly. I'm going to add a bee, a gold bee. Gotta add the gold bee. Here's my first one I made as well. And I folded it all in. This one I did not fold as hard in. You can, there I did. You can fold it in. Okay. I'm going to show you how I seal the back as well. Just bear with me. This is how I do my bees. I do is I take it right side up. I put a little dot of glue on it. And that's probably more than I usually do. And I am going to add this bee right over here. And I'm going to flip them around. Okay, and that'll dry nicely. So let's work on the back. I used the little tabs, and I'm going to make a tie knot string around for this. And I'm going to close it. And I have bracelet. I do have a Mother's Day bracelet that my daughter gave me a few years ago. I'm using the blue tissue from inside. I'm going to reuse it. I'm just going to cut off a little piece to wrap this. Cut it this way. And again, you can lightly foam fold down your paper if you want, just to get out some of the wrinkles. Okay, and I am going to, this is my retirement one. I didn't pull out my Mother's Day one. I haven't pulled out my Mother's Day jewelry yet. That's too early for me to do. I'm going to wrap it. I could put a gift card in here, a pair of earrings, but I thought a bracelet would be really nice. And I am going to glue this side down. Right about there. It's going to be plenty. I am going to put a glue dot. I know some people use dimensionals and they didn't do the knots. So I'm trying the knots instead of the dimensionals because the dimensionals tend to come off quickly. So, and the glue dots. And I made this pretty long. You could ball up a glue dot too. That's one. I think I'm going to use two. I absolutely love crafting. Just love it. I'm going to add that right there. And another glue dot stuck to me. Okay. And I'm going to add a couple here on this side, one that was stuck to me, and then a couple more. It's easier to just put them on like this, but that one's stuck to me. Okay. And then just wrapping it around. I probably didn't need this one to be tied in a knot. Right? I needed one loose. See, glue dots really stick nicely. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to take this knot, I'm going to cut it. because I realized I didn't need it. How did I get these in? What I did was I used wax. There's a sewer wax cube that you can buy. I bought mine at Joann's way before they announced. I bought it like last year. And I also have a thread needler. So some sewing tools will help with the thread. And this is the yellow thread I haven't used yet. So I just think this is darling. And I'm going to show you, and I'm going to tell you about some other things that you can purchase that I've purchased that go with the daisies and the bees. And I'm going to put a little gem on there, or a bee. I'm going to put a bee on there. And I'm going to put a bee on there. Is this one too tight? I can lift a little bit. Yeah. There we go. And just have it go around twice. And I can put a bee on here to be really cute. With a little dimensional, just to cover that up. Or I could have added a little gem. See, the dimensionals will stick, but they take a little bit longer. I have my pick tool. I just chose not to use it. And I did not get that off. These tabs, there we go. And I can use a little wink of Stella. Never hurts to use wink of Stella in my life here. Love wink of Stella. And if this one's out, which it might be. My sister thought I was joking when she said, you made up that name. I said, no, I didn't. That's what the product is called. I was laughing about it. Couldn't get over it. This one's probably brand new. This is my old one. They last a long time. This has lasted me months, and I use it all the time. Yeah. That one just isn't ready yet. Look at that. A little bit on the wings. Nothing like glitz and glitter. What else would you put in there? A gift card. I would put another little card in there. Just a note to a mom. Is that beautiful or what? So cute. You could add a little gem on there if you wanted to. The Wink of Stella is so subtle, and it just adds. It's really sparkling today. It just adds so much to some little thing. Without having a big mess. And yes, so how do you like it? Let me know. Give me some comments. Great idea, and I did borrow it from Wireman's Whimsicles. I didn't get her first and last name. Wireman's Whimsies. Sorry, Wireman's Whimsies. So I borrowed the idea. Hers is a little bit different from mine. You know, no two things that I ever do come out the same. So, and I plan on making another one. You could do it as a birthday gift, Easter. You could put Happy Easter on there. So many different things you can do with this. I love it. I wanted to show you a couple of little alternate products that you can use. You can buy the dies for the first quarter of Paper Pumpkin. Each quarter they come out with the dies. This is Spring is in the Air, and it goes with the 3 Paper Pumpkin kits for the first quarter, January, February, and March. So there's the Bumblebee that I cut out, and the Honeycomb you can cut out. That would be another extra addition that I could have added to this. That would have been pretty. This set with these dies, there are meant to be dies and the stamp sets. And you can actually do a bunny with these pieces. It has the daisy, and it has all of the bee items that I was going to use. This daisy and these little daisies, a whole bunch of little daisies, which would look so cute on another project. There are 5 of them. They would be so darling on another project. I could have used these as grommets actually, and used them in the back of it. That would have been cute with the little daisies on the back. Oh, I just thought of that. That might be the next, when I do this one, I might use that as grommets. The grommets actually came from, and I will put this all in the direction. So there's a couple of the items, and this is Be My Valentine. And it has the honeycomb stamp, just like the honeycomb stamp in the set. Where is the, it is from Grow Your Garden. I think it's called, the die cuts and, the die cuts for this little, these little pieces. And I don't think I included it in my list. There's larger daisies. You can do Daisy, Daydream is the paper pumpkin, I'm sorry. The Floral Delight is another stamp set you can use. Cheerful Daisies is a stamp set. And the Cheerful Daisy dies. Choose Happy for some sentiments, like Happy Easter. And it also has a daisy, really cute, and a bee. And you can do Happy Easter with that. The Meant to Be bundle, Be My Valentine bundle, Meant to Be bees, and oh, the Daffodil Delight ribbon. Here's Delightful Wishes, and the die cuts has a daisy in that. So, and I'm sure you can think of some more. So it's Year of the Flowers. April has the daisy. You can eliminate the April, even though we're going into April. And it has great sentiments. So you could do that little pretty daisy. And you can get the die cuts with it. Year of Flowers, all the die cuts. So you can cut right out the die cut. I have that ready to do on another, there's the stamp, on another card. I used, this is the thread that I used, the ribbon. And I just want to grab you the name of, it's the seed packet one. And a lot of these are in this, Grow with Love. Sorry, Grow with Love. And I quickly did the little grommet set. So Grow with Love is the die cuts that go with this, and do the seed packet and all of that. And the little grommets come in that set. Here it is. I want to show you it. It is 10 dies. Another great one. And here's the little grommet that you can use to go with that, and the 10 dies. And it has a packet, but you can use it as a gift card envelope. It's really a really nice envelope. So yes, there's a lot of things you can use that go with this set, and you can keep making some daisy items. Thank you for watching. Let me just clear this up and move these around to show you the envelope. One last look. I think I should call myself the messy crafter. Well, if you're crafting and you're making a mess, you're making something great. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. Oh, I'm in love with it. Came out so great. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. It stands up too. So, so pretty. Could have put a little daisy there too. So many things you can do. I can keep going and going. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.